Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to the channel. Now this is a spoiler alert. I am about to show you guys a game which will actually show you results which are leading into the Overwatch League Grand Finals, which are tomorrow if you're watching this video today. But if you're watching this video whenever, this kind of doesn't really matter. But I just want this spoiler alert at the start of the video just in case some of you guys want to catch the games. Because as soon as I go to full camera with the game, you're going to see spoilers. You've been warned, right? You've been warned. All right, let's do this. All right then, so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to look at the way Seoul Dynasty play with Gesture's Roadhog, because this is actually, it's just totally ridiculous. So we're going to play this and I just turn the volume down. In fact, I'll just turn my speakers down a little bit. I can sort the volume in editing, the power of editing. All right, cool. So this game has been something else. Like, to kind of give you guys a little bit of detail on what the hell has been going on. Obviously, it's 2-all. This is like the final game. It's the final, it's the control point. Now, Seoul have been incredibly good with their Roadhog play, with Gesture and supporting him. But also, Profit and Fitz have just been playing out of their mind. Like, you know, Seoul have all been playing well, but when you look at the two star players on this team, Gesture and Profit are just playing like absolute madmen. It is just crazy to see. And Shanghai have really been struggling with dealing with how they play. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pause this and we're just going to take a look at some stuff, because I kind of want to do a little bit of a cheeky detail breakdown on what's going on. Or maybe not over the top detail, but just sort of, you know, look at some things which are happening. So Profit, he's the best Pharah in the entire Overwatch League. He's got his stats #1 for a bunch of different things. Like, he's just incredibly good on on Pharah. So why not like give him a chance on Pharah every now and again? You've obviously got Toby on the Mercy. This will support that. But remember, Mercy is the meta support right now. You'll see her constantly on both teams. It's because the way the meta is designed, this again is a little bit confusing, because this isn't current Overwatch. Like, this patch is old super buff Roadhog patch. So, and Ashe isn't nerfed in this patch and all a bunch of other stuff. So what we've got is a sort of very heavy poke-based meta. So what they're trying to do is look for picks. A lot of the time you'll see double sniper and all of that stuff. But this is a control point map and it's the final map. So yeah, we might not see that in this video. But yeah, a lot of it's based on picks. That's why we're seeing Mercy, because Mercy is the only character in the game that can undo a pick, because, well, she can res. And that's an incredibly powerful ability. Yeah, so like looking at the team comps, right, you've got Gesture and you've got Marvel, and then we've got a notable difference here to begin with. We've got Void on the Sigma, and we've got Stand 1 on the ball. Now, this is the character we're going to be looking at. We're focusing on this pretty heavily in the video. Like, Profit will pop off a lot. I'm spoiler alert there, but Gesture is the one I want to look at, because the way Seoul play with Gesture is really cool. So this comp, to begin with, of Shanghai is pretty good. I mean, Sombra, if Sombra can hack the Hammond, it's game over for him. Like, he's not going to be able to get anything done. He's just screwed, basically, when he's hacked. And also, it's super annoying if you're Pharah and you get hacked as well. A pick does come out straight away on Gesture, which is kind of funny, with him being the point of this video. And he's been popping off all series. Kind of just to explain what he's been doing. And there you can see it. The power of the res comes straight through, picks Gesture up. So it's what happened literally didn't happen, because res came through. Now, obviously, the Mercy's got to make a good play and get the res, and this is why Mercy is incredibly difficult to play. And we kind of see this going back and forth. A kill here, a kill there. But crucially, Seoul capture this point. Now, because this is Oasis, and on this point specifically, when you cap it, it is incredibly difficult to break this point again. It's going to be super hard for Shanghai to get in, so it's critical that you win the first fight. So everything's kind of going okay here for Seoul. It's a bit messy, but it's like, it kind of doesn't matter, because it's messy in a good way. They're getting the picks, they're getting the kills, they're controlling the point. We're now on 27%. So it's actually kind of shocking for Shanghai at the moment, because like, this is going to be at 60% before they can even really cap it back, just because of the way this point works. It's so frustrating. So yeah, we still got Profit on the Pharah, still trying to do, you know, poke away, all of this stuff. One thing you'll notice with good Pharah players is they tend to stay in the air a lot, and they abuse the terrain, and Profit is really good at that. Like, he'll hover above this point, you'll get a load of spam damage through, which is giving him a ton of ultimate charge. Obviously, there's the potential of getting picks as well. It's just super strong. Now, the problem is here, they need to get an EMP, Shanghai. It's their only win condition, is they come in with an EMP, and somehow they can just take the fight then, because, well, obviously, I was waiting for that to happen. So I'm just going to pause this. So yeah, I was waiting for that. I was making some terrible filler comments while I was waiting for that to happen. But this is sick. So this is like, it's almost like ugh, they should have expected this was going to happen. They've got Void on the like. Okay, let me just break this down. So Shanghai are really good. Like, I can't stress how good Shanghai are. They've got the coach of the season, Coach Moon. But look at this, right? So they go to Void. Now, the reason for this is they do not want Prophet just having a free day on Pharah, because that's what he's doing. Yeah, sure, they've got DM on the Ashe. You can kind of deal with the Pharah a little bit if she's damage boosted, but Void is really good because Diva's just going to eat the damage up. But it kind of doesn't matter, right? Because look at what's just happened. Void is here. Void's literally 1 HP, about to be blasted out of the mech. Prophet's got 3 kills. Killed, crucially, Lip, who is the main one to kill. Because as long as you can keep killing Lip, there's going to be no EMP. And if there's no EMP, then there's no fight win condition for this comp that Seoul are running. This means that Seoul can just do what they like. Like, they can just keep everything going. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be fine for them. They haven't got to worry about anything because it's this EMP that will cause them to lose fights. And they are dealing with this in like a really good, really good way. Let me just get rid of this off the screen. There we go. Cool. Let's play through this. So, another one fight. Look at the percentage now. We're now on 70%. It's looking super hard for Shanghai to even get anything done here. The ultimate's coming online. They've got Ball, they've got Bob, but they don't have the EMP, and the EMP is the main thing. They do have Nano Boost coming on. Now, one of the things I kind of want to point out with Seoul, and I'm not too sure I'll be able to do it in this video. I think I'll need access to the replay viewer to kind of show it off. But the way Seoul play with gesture, which again is arguably the point of this video, because he's just playing out of his mind on the Roadhog, is they really they bait with gesture, and it's so good. Like, he will come out, bait a hook off the enemy Roadhog if there's one in play, and if Nano Boost is in play, what they'll do is they'll wait for him to get hooked and then nano him, and it's like, oh my god, suddenly you've hooked a nanoed hog. You really don't want a nanoed hog in your back line. So yeah, this is like not looking too great for Dragons. Although I think Dragons managed to pull this back. Yeah, and eventually Lip has got his EMP online, but he's not going to use it because he doesn't need to, because they're going to take this fight. So yeah, but this is the way this point always goes on Oasis. It's so difficult to break in. Once you cap it first, you're generally going to get a lot of capture percent. So look at the teams now. There's been a bit of a change. Prophet is going for the Hanzo. Now, you will see in this meta, like I said, this is kind of like a dead meta because it's not in the live game, but we will see this on the final match as well for this year's Overwatch League. You'll see double sniper a lot. Now, I just want to pause this here because this is this actually is a really like 200 IQ good play off Lip, but the point I'm making is double sniper, we see it a lot because this is a pick-based meta. So what you're looking to do is get the kills. If you can kill the enemy, then you just win the fight because we don't have like tanks on the field. As crazy as that sounds, there's no main tanks being played. It's all off tanks in this meta. So what I want to highlight here is Lip because I really like this. This is really good. So what you would be thinking, I was thinking this at the time. It's like, okay, there's EMP. He's 100% just going to run in, EMP this, especially the Ana, and then it's just going to be Shanghai come in and they win this fight. But what he does, which is super clever, is he hacks Ana first, like a manual hack on Ana. Now, Ana has almost got Nano Boost available. So this is taking Nano Boost out of the game. Sure, if she's EMP'd, she's obviously not going to be able to do it as well. But if she's hacked, then she's EMP'd. It's almost like double the hack that's going through. And it's super cool. And I'm pretty sure that's what Lip does. And also he's giving information to his team here. He can see everything that's in front of him. He's going to be shouting this back to his team. Pick a target. Okay, I found the Ana. And what am I going to do? I'm going to hack the Ana. So he goes for the Ana, gets the cheeky hack. See, she burns her grenade straight away. So this is one thing as well. At the ultra highest level of Overwatch, so much stuff is going on. Like, this video is super low level. Like, there's loads of detail which is happening. We've glossed over loads of stuff. But here's like a really good example because it shows you that, look, the grenade has been used. So Ana threw a grenade into the floor. This means she does not have grenade. This means Shanghai Dragons cannot be anti-healed, and it means that there isn't massive burst healing potential from the Seoul team. So this is just, it's go time. You've got like one of the best cooldowns out of the team. So anything else now, it's just like, it's gravy. You know what I mean? Let's go. So a good hack. They know what's going on. Followed up with an EMP. Stand one comes in. This should be a one fight, but I'll just let you guys see what happens. Then we'll go back on this because this is the bit where it's just madness. And we'll notice what's happened to Gesture as well. I mean, he's got how many kills? But notice what's happened to him, right? Okay, we've seen enough. Let's go back. Okay, watch this now. Watch what happens, right? I'm going to pause this at various points. So here, at this point, all is good in the world because a big EMP has gone in. But there is a problem if you guys look at the kill feed, yeah? That kill feed over there, it shows you that, well, Prophet has just killed Izayaki. That's a problem. You really don't want to lose your Ana, right? So that's good play by Profit. Here, this is where it's getting mental. Look at that. I mean, just look at what's going on. Look at that. Gesture has got no right to survive in this. Like, what's he doing? Like, he's crazed. Look at him. You can see him. He's crazed. What is he doing? He's actually crazed. But he knows he's going to get nano boosted. Look at this, right? Look at that. Like, look at this here. Literally the hog against 3 guys and a ball. I mean, this is like, it's like it's literally 1v4 with a hog. Like, that is crazy. But that's the power of hog, and that's what Shanghai, Seoul even, have worked out, and they're really abusing this, and only Shock have managed to beat them so far, and even then it was super close. Look at this, right? He's super out of position. Look, I'm going to keep pausing it so you can see it. Look at this. He's super out of position. Oh, my God. Gesture just kills DM. He's just on top of him. So he just kills him like he don't care. He's nano boosted. He's got a hook. He's got another kill. He's got massive damage resistance, which actually is one of the reasons why they use nano boost on the hog. Yeah, sure. Obviously, it makes him do more damage, but it's just to keep him alive. Because remember, Hog's got really good one-shot potential anyway in this version of the game. In the current live version of the game, he's still got really good, but it's not as good as this. I mean, this is like insanely good, and I love that hook. It's beautiful. So yeah, like look at the kill feed. It's just full of gesture. Completely, absolutely. They won a fight they should not have won because Shanghai went into that with the MP. But this has been the issue Shanghai have been having, and there's Profit's face, throughout the entire series, where they are like, oh, did they give us a replay? They might actually give us a replay of what happened with Hog. Yeah, so it looks like they give us a replay. So look at this. So, yeah, this is Gesture being put to sleep, and then like he's in the world of hurt, but it doesn't really matter. Like, look at the damage he's going to do. He's not going to die. He's got nano boost. He's just... It's ridiculous. Like, he can just do whatever he likes. And there's nothing that can stop him on the Dragons team. And that is because they were running Sombra into that. Now, Sombra probably wasn't the right pick because they didn't get enough EMPs. They didn't get enough hacks. They didn't really play around the Sombra. So now, if we pause it and take... Well, we'll just get forward a little bit. Okay, let's pause it now. So if we look at the team comps now, right? Look at Seoul. They're the same comp again, right? However, there are some changes, so it's not the same comp. I totally lied. They've now got Marvel on the Sigma. Yeah, we've kind of been seeing a bit of this because, although actually we've been seeing Ball on this map as well. So I don't know, like, but whatever. We've got the Sigma, that's fine. Profit now though is on the Hanzo. Yeah, he's not playing the Pharah. He could have played the Pharah into this, but look at what's going on here. Shanghai have got like a mega anti-Pharah comp, but this is pretty much what we expect anyway. It's double sniper. Ash is basically a sniper, but it's double high damage output to just instantly delete what the enemy team have got, and the rest of the team is mirrored, right? So this is a more equal game, like equal match. It's like who's going to be able to outplay than the previous point. So to me, this is like, you know, we're going to be able to see like who's got the better tactics, who's got the better engages, better calls, better everything, right? Who's gonna come out on top, right? So one thing we're going to look at here is the way that they position before they... There he goes. I was going to say, like, I was filling again. I'm not going to lie. But I was like, we need to look at the way they position because what they're positioning for is looking for a Roadhog hook. That's the engage. I mean, you look at there's more. There's a couple of engages, right? Often you'll hear people talk about win conditions or the win con. Now, the win condition changes in Overwatch all the time. This is what makes it super difficult. Like, it's massively complicated to play as a game. But look at what's going on here, right? Gesture gets a hook, and that, like, on this target, which he has, that's a win condition. That's an engage condition. Then pull him in, get a kill. That's it. We win the first fight. Or Profit gets a headshot. Let's go. That's a win condition. Fitz kills someone. Same for the other team, right? DM gets a kill. Lip gets a kill. They're just going to go in, right? Stand gets a hook. They go in. But Seoul moved better. Like, they rotated around the point better, gave themselves an opportunity, and they get this hook, and it's just going to be, it's going to be bad news. Bad news. So Ash gets pulled in, instantly killed. This means it's 5v6. This is no good for Shanghai. They're going to have a massive problem. Everybody's all over the place. Gesture is just doing whatever he likes now. Sleep was on cooldown. He walks straight up. He kills the Ana. Look at what he's doing. Like, look at what he is doing. And you will see this a lot with the way that they play Seoul. Look at that. Look how far forward he is here. Like, this is going to kind of be under my camera. But I've just drawn an arrow to... So this is to Profit. So this is Profit's arrow. But he's like here. He's way below. Well, yeah, you can kind of see his health. So he's over there. We've got Fitz here, right? So he's like miles away down here. Yeah. Like, what's Gesture doing? Like, but the fight's over, right? They've got the picks. Gesture's going in. But you will see this a lot because the Roadhog is super survivable if he doesn't get hooked by the other Roadhog. Because if he gets hooked into the team, it's going to be a problem. But because they're so spread, he can just do what he likes. And they don't punish this play. And they didn't punish this play all series. There's a game on King's Row in this series, which is just crazy. Like, Gesture just goes, he's literally flanking. He's playing a flanking hog in this, like, what is effectively the semi-final of the Overwatch League. It's like, what? Like, it's the sort of thing you'd see on ladder. Why is nobody punishing this? Why aren't they dealing with it? Because they literally can't. Now, you'll notice there's been a change here. This is a reaction to Roadhog being just completely over the top. How would you kill a high HP target? Well, you get Zen. And this is what is kind of nice about this meta, right? Because Zen, what does he do? Well, think about Zen. He gives you Discord Orb. That is massively powerful. That means Gesture, when he's Discord, is going to take tons more damage, and they'll be able to burn him down, and that'll be super strong if they can do it. But there's an issue, isn't there, with playing Zen? And this is the trade-off. Zen is super weak. Anybody over here can probably just whack him. If they've got not nano boost, but damage boost, like a couple of damage boosted balls hit him, that's going to be bad news for him. But it's not that. That's the danger. The danger is Prophet and Fitz. The danger is Fitz. If Fitz sees him, he's just going to nail him, and that's going to be a massive problem for Shanghai. So again, look at the way they're setting up. It's beautiful. They're all over the place. I need to stop saying that. I always say it's beautiful. I'm going to have a drink. What am I on about? You're beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, look. Let's just watch this play, because what they're doing is they're jostling for position. Really good dragon goes through and just destroys them, which actually was really good, because I think it looked like they were baiting them in. But look at this again. Again, you see this play, this nano hog, which I'm calling pork crackling, because I think that's actually super clever. Because I guess he's crackling, right? Is that just a British thing? It can't be, right? Pork crackling cannot just be a British thing. It might be, I don't know. Just like the rind off, when you cook pork and you get the hard skin, the nice stuff with the fat on. Yeah, that stuff. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, look at this. 63% to 0. Bad times. They're in, okay, so they're engaging with a Bob. Like that, that's fine. That gets you on the point, gets you a bit of presence. Bob, it's difficult for Bob to get massive value in this meta, especially against, like, what we've got here, because these two guys, and I guess these are the vulnerable ones, but it's kind of easy to play around Bob, especially if he's shoved in the corner there. But engage with Bob's okay. Good Sigma counter ulti there. Bob goes in from Dynasty. Gesture, again, is just getting kills. This actually is a really nice gravitic flux. But the problem is there's no follow-up, right? Because you can, so one of the issues is, well, there's a bunch of issues with this. So this is sort of okay, right? You can't blame Void for doing this, because, I mean, look how many targets you get in there. 3, it might even get the Mercy there, but at least 3 targets going to be hit with Gravitic Flux there. That's pretty strong, right? But there isn't really anything to go in there and follow up. So watch what happens, right? These guys are Gravitic Fluxed. I mean, he does get a kill on creative, which is pretty good. But look, it's instantly rezzed. Bob's doing loads of work in the back line. Now, the problem is they're on 80%, and it's going to be very difficult to take a good fight now. It's almost like desperation mode again. Look at this. Another massively good hook nano combo again on the hog. It is like this nano hog is just massively good. And I think when it comes to the finals, tomorrow, if you guys are watching this video when it went live, when it comes to the finals, Shock need to work out a way of dealing with this, because if they don't, they are just going to suffer. And I mean suffer, like in a big way, because he's just doing whatever he likes. Like, it got worse. Like, earlier on, Shanghai, Seoul played against Shock and lost to them, but it was close. I mean, look at that. It's just crazy. Oh, and by the way, there's a load of great clips of Gesture using whole hog to just knock people off the point, and it's insane. It's actually insane. They just destroyed them, and that's kind of it. That's all that was wrote, and that's the end of that, which is unfortunate, right? But like I said, when we look at the the win conditions for Shock tomorrow, or at least in the grand finals, they're going to have to do something about this hog, because this hog is, throughout the day, okay, they kind of dealt with him in the first game. That's kind of the point I was trying to make. But he just seems to have got even crazier. And Seoul have just really doubled down on, right, we're going to invest a lot into this hog, because Gesture plays hog in a really interesting way. He almost plays him like a main tank, and he gets a lot of space by just literally running forward. But then he also plays like a flanker sometimes, which is super cool to see. But the thing with Seoul is you've got Prophet. Yeah, and he can just kind of do a lot of different things, and you don't really know what you're going to get off Prophet, and that is a problem when you're playing against him, because he plays loads of heroes to an ultra high level. But yeah, so we basically end the season for Shanghai in them losing so out of the teams which were in the Final Four, Philly lost every single game and were by far the worst team in the Final Four. Then Shanghai, so they're the 3rd seed. So Seoul and San Francisco Shock are going head-to-head for the final, which is going to be one hell of a game, because these guys took it to map 5 today, and they're probably going to take it all the way again tomorrow. It's going to be sick to watch. But I'm going to be watching to see how they deal with Gesture specifically, because if I think you shut him down or stop him doing what he's doing, because a lot of the engages from Seoul, a lot of just their positioning and everything is built around that, then I think you just win. So it's going to be interesting to see. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember, leave a like. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Toodaloo.